Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us. I'm Joe Ellison. We have the latest news and weather for you here today. First, Fayetteville police are piecing together what happened that led to the city's 4th homicide this year. Now, this happened on Tuesday night at an apartment complex on North Leverett Avenue. 5 News reporter Rachel Williams has more.
I was in bed asleep, and about 11:45, somewhere in there, I heard a gunshot, and then after that, I heard somebody yell, "Help!"
After hearing that, the neighbor says he looked out his window and saw 5 to 6 cop cars.
After I heard the gunshot, I just froze in my bed, stayed there until I seen blue lights and everything. Then I kind of got up, looked out, and seen all the police out here.
Police tell us they arrived on scene around midnight after they got a call that a 22-year-old man went into a nearby hospital with an apparent gunshot wound.
The victim was pronounced deceased at Washington Regional, and the investigation's ongoing. You know, we're in the infancy of the investigation.
The neighbor says ever since he's lived here, crime has not been an issue.
I've been here a little over about a year and a half. This is the first time anything like this has happened.
Well, the name of the 22-year-old victim who died overnight has not yet been released, and Fayetteville police have not confirmed if a suspect is in custody, but we're told a suspect is still part of this ongoing investigation. All right, before we get to other news, let's get a check of that weather with meteorologist Zach Scott. And Zach, it's back to school week, looking good so far.
Yeah, back to school week could not have started out any better for us. Dry after that wet stretch for over a week and a half. And then also comfortable air. We got rid of the muggy air, and we got a cooler air mass in place with lower humidity. Pretty nice for us. Below average warmth, about 10 degrees below average for your Monday. Your Tuesday started to warm up just a little bit. Still 80s for your Wednesday. Now for Thursday, we're going to start warming up. Why? This ridge of high pressure that's been out towards the west since our last heat wave, which was late July, early August. The ridge of high pressure was over us, shifted back out towards the west, opened up that active pattern for us. Well, now that ridge is coming back into play, which means we're going to be hot, we're going to be dry. Storm systems can't come into our area anymore. We've got storms going up and over the ridge of high pressure for the next several days. For the foreseeable future, we've got sunshine and 90s widespread with triple digits mixed in at times going through the weekend and through next week. For today, we're talking highs near 90 degrees northwest Arkansas, mid-90s up to 97 in the River Valley. Little south breeze about 5 to 10 miles per hour. A little bit more humidity coming in. It'll feel closer to the lower 90s northwest Arkansas, and then up to the upper 90s to around 100 degrees in the River Valley. Not quite as cool, but still comfortable, but starting to get a little bit warmer in the overnight hours as well. We should see more 60s with some 70s mixed in going into Friday morning. Joe?
All right, thanks so much, Zach. Well, in Van Buren, they're buzzing about a Whataburger. The Van Buren Planning Commission confirms to us here at 5 News that a building permit has been issued for Whataburger. KMAC Enterprises also tells us that it is their project. Their permit has been issued for 1716 Fayetteville Road. That's behind Larry's Conoco. No word yet on when this project, though, will get started for the restaurant. Well, if you've driven through Mountainburg on Old Highway 71, you no doubt have seen the dinosaurs at the city park. That original family of 3 statues grew by 3. The city council this week approved spending about $6,500 on these 3 new ones. The first dinosaur was installed at the park back in the early 80s, with the second and third installed over the next decade. The city's mayor says the new ones are a great addition to this city park.
Our park is the biggest draw we have. We spend a lot of money in our park. In 2018, when the tornado hit, it took out a lot of our park equipment, our trees. Then in 2019, we were awarded a park grant, and we spent $60,000 on the new playground that has a dinosaur and a dragon in it. And then now to get these is a great addition to our park.
Well, the mayor there says that she met quite a few out-of-towners and even those from out of state who make it a point to stop by the park to see these statues. And in other news, 8 older adults living out their golden years in the most beautiful way by getting dressed up and having some fun. They competed in a senior beauty pageant at the River Valley Senior Living Center. 5 News reporter Catherine Gilker was there as the ladies took the stage.
I'm here at Alma Healthcare and Rehab, where they held an Under the Sea themed beauty pageant today for their residents. The lucky winner will now advance on to the next round of the competition. 8 beautiful ladies competed in the pageant, showing off their new dresses and flashy jewelry. This is the first time they've held the pageant since before the COVID pandemic. There was no talent competition or difficult questions. The ladies just showed off their best smiles. Robbie Walls is the activity director at Alma Nursing and Rehab. He says the contestants were very excited to participate and the staff had fun getting them ready.
Getting them to be in the room, seeing all the dresses, they've just lit up like little schoolgirls. They've had just so much fun playing dress up, really. One of them walks down the hallway just like, oh my gosh, crying, just so excited. So it's just been a wonderful experience for our staff, for the residents just to see and just to have that little fun again.
In Alma, covering news where you live, Catherine Gilker, 5 News.
It's always a great time. All right, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather. Catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more. I'm Joe Ellison. Have a great day.